Alright, cool. Alright, we should be good. Now, boys! I mean, girls, I have not done a YouTube intro in a long time, and even when I did, I felt cringe doing it. So, what are some key points that I want to communicate in this YouTube introduction? Well, I just read a book on YouTube, so I know that it's great to ask for subscribers in the introduction to have maximum growth. I also want to explain what this Guideless series, what this series is to new viewers. But I also don't want it to take too long, because I think generally my intros take way too long, and I'd rather just get into the action. Okay, so we've done that. We've done the YouTube thumbnail. We're streaming. We've made the account. We've bonded it, and now we get to start recording. Okay. I don't have a checklist of what to do, but challenge views to rock, paper, scissors for a sub button hit. Whoa! Okay, I actually haven't seen that one, but I hate it. Might do it someday regardless. It's a great idea. Here's the question. Do I submit to every other RuneScape PTA?
Okay. Thanks for subscribing, man. Alright.
10 total months, still confused.
Okay. Thanks for subscribing, man.
Alright.
Alright.
10 total months, still confused.
PTA, I appreciate it. Thank you. Now here's the question. Do I submit to every other RuneScape series and record YouTube like this? Not black. No. Okay, yeah. Like this with no webcam. Or do I blaze my own trail and add a webcam? Gotta go no webcam, right? Here's my thought. I think I'm gonna keep the webcam. I'm gonna keep the webcam on. Here's why. I think keeping the webcam on naturally invites people to be live stream viewers rather than just YouTube video viewers. It's an advertisement for live streams. It's also showing that I'm not afraid to show my face, and maybe you'll connect with me faster. Okay, so that said, we will add the music in post. No, I won't, PTA. I won't. Okay, guys, thanks so much for being here. This is really cool. I'm very proud of how many people are here, and totally amazed, and awesome. I get it. There was nothing else on. Makes sense to me. And ready to go. Here's what I need. I once made a RuneScape video with over 25,000 views. We need to know exactly what the introduction was on that video, because clearly it was the best thing that I've ever made. Pyramid. Great things. I thought I was showing you my desktop. Hello everybody, welcome back to the We Scale Now YouTube channel, where we are super excited about Trailblazer and we can't stop talking about it, and we're having a great time doing it. Today, I wanted to make a region tier list, because we have all of the information that we need. We know the That's a good YouTuber right there. I respect that guy. Yeah, step one, make a video during Trailblazer. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the We Scale Now YouTube channel. Today, I am starting a brand new series, and this is a series that I'm really excited for. Just to be clear, no, I don't want to do it in that order. This is a series that I'm super excited to play myself, not necessarily to make YouTube videos about it, but just to play it myself. I'm really excited about it because this is a brand new, fresh Ironman account, and my plan on this Ironman account is to do every quest without any help from guides. Why do I want to do this? It's because I feel guilty for having played this game my entire life, but I don't know anything about it. I just got on this tear of efficiency that said, hey, if you're not doing 4 to 5 quests a day, what are you even doing? Why are you even playing this game? Today, we're changing that. We're going to take things slow so that I can read every word in the dialogue, so that I can learn all of the lore that surrounds this game. Look at all the love and the detail that's been put into this game. Oh, God. Thanks, Sandwich Lady. The account name is Lore, please. Okay, got rid of it. I want to see, what is this land made of? I want to learn about Guideless, and I want to bring you along with me on the journey. If you would like to follow the journey, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. And to my current subscribers, you guys are the people that I point to whenever anyone asks me if I'm cool. You guys lend me your credibility, and I thank you for it. Let's go find a quest to do. Okay, guys, what did you think about that? What do you think about that intro? Okay, let's play the game. Okay, How I Stopped Cheating at OSRS. That's an incredible title. It's so good that I'm writing it down. Guys, I'd rather do that intro again. I hated that. I hated it. Let's make some bullet points. It wasn't inspiring. Not inspiring. In this bullet point we are going to answer, what is this and why is this? And then we're going to ask for subscribers. Okay, you can like it all you want, but we're going to give the editor a second option. This whole series has been made possible by my wife considering editing the series. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Because I know I don't have time for it. Okay, here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the We Scale Now YouTube channel. I know it's been a little bit since I've made a video, but that doesn't change the fact that today we're starting a new series. Welcome to my no guide, fresh, hardcore Ironman account. My no guide, fresh, no guide, hardcore Ironman account. Today, I want to start this account and just get to work doing a bunch of quests and learning as much lore as I can in this land of and learning as much lore as I can in this land of Gielinor that we all know and love and that some of us have grown up in. You fools! Why is Automata getting rid of you fools? Literally. Guys, I left... This is so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed right now. I left the background music on. I know that I've recorded this intro twice now. We're gonna go for it a third time. Everyone loves intros. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the We Skill Now YouTube channel. God! Eye contact. Eye contact with the camera. We might use that one, actually. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the We Skill Now YouTube channel. Today, we're starting a brand new series. This is a series about a fresh, hardcore Ironman account on which I'm going to be doing quests and looking for any lore that I can, all without any guides. Now, why do I want to do this? It's because of a lot of guilt that I feel about the way that I got my quest cape on my main account. I consider myself to be somewhat knowledgeable about this game, but if you were to ask me about storylines and lore, I would feel really, really dumb if you asked me any specific question about it. I want to change that today, and I want to bring you along on the journey. Listen, this series is a stand against efficiency-scape. We are going to be anything but efficient in this series. We're going to read every bit of dialogue, and we're going to examine characters, and that's the goal of this whole series, to learn as much as we can about Gielinor, this place that is home to so many of us, and the place where so many of us, including me, grew up in. I don't know if that was grammatically correct. Now, if you're interested in this, or if you just want to come along on the journey, please consider subscribing to the channel. That's it. Let's head into Cook's Assistant. Okay, guys, we're doing it. Okay! I am! Lore, please. If we look at the map of Lumbridge, this is the first town that any of us spawns in Misthalin. If you look around at the quest symbols, there's a couple. 1, 2, 3. There's a few in Lumbridge Castle. There's one in the church going north. Apparently, oh, X marks the spot. That's a very recent addition. So we're up to 5 quests right away. in Misthalin, in Lumbridge. I should say Lumbridge. Another one at the first farm that you usually find. And then a couple over in Draenor, which is like the closest town over. Perhaps the first one that you'd go to. But I think that this series would be really, really bad if we didn't start with the very first quest that everyone should start with, and that is Cook's Assistant. So let's head in. I know exactly where to go already, but let's just use the eyes of a new player. As they start the game, what are they seeing? Maybe I should go out here and say that again. One of the things that really inspires me about this journey, about this series, is seeing this game as a new player would see it. This is the tile, the very tile that you spawn on in this game. Now, what do you see? You're in front of a castle. There's a couple of buildings around. There's a really, really goofy looking dude named the Lumbridge Guide right here in his blue coat. I might talk to him. Actually, let's do that. That's what this series is about. Greetings, adventurer. I am Phileas. Did you guys know that this guy's name was Phileas? The Lumbridge Guide. I'm here to give you information and directions to new players. To give information and directions to new players. Is there anything I can help you with? No. Screw it. Let's do Cook's Assistant. The Doomsayer's right there. Okay, a couple of towers. So, Lumbridge Castle has this defensive wall. It's really weird. Lumbridge is a little bit weird to me, actually. They've got this very big castle, which I think is more of like a defensive unit than anything. But what are they defending? Their citizenship is like a general store, a blacksmith, a guy that sells axes, a church, and a cemetery. Where's the residential area? Where are the residents? But you enter the castle as any curious person would. Couple of paintings on the wall. I believe that these are the same paintings that are repeated in so many places around RuneScape. But we can examine them, actually. Portrait, Hail to the King. I am going to note what this looks like. I think that we're going to be able to find this king in other castles, this exact one. And especially this landscape. This landscape's everywhere. It's a river mouth to the sea. Important trade route to defend or something? That's an interesting point, XW. And which way is the water flowing? It's flowing north, actually. So, would the theory be that imports come from some other land, past Karumja, past the desert, sail in here, past Tutorial Island, into this little tiny thing? I don't know, man. I don't think there's a giant stepping stone in the way for any, like, traders, right? They'd have to have a very small boat to fit through this little gap, go in here, and that's what would... It's not a trade route, actually. There's a bridge across it. It's a low bridge. It's not. It's not a trade route. Okay, Chef. You're one of the first NPCs some people might talk to based exclusively on their previous experience with MMOs and knowing that perhaps this blue symbol on the minimap means that there's a quest around here. You're the only person around that doesn't have an attack option and makes sense to talk to, so I'll click Talk to Cook. What am I to do? What's wrong? You're a cook. You're a cook. Why don't you bake a cake? Bake me a cake. You don't look very happy. All right. We're not going to go too deeply in this. I know that I'll burn myself if I try to go too deeply into Cook's Assistant, because this is just your run-of-the-mill, learn how to do the occasional... There's a knife spawn here. Oh, that's handy. Go collect 3 things, and then that's a quest. So, what's wrong? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm in a terrible, terrible mess. It's the Duke's birthday today, And I should be making him a lovely big birthday cake. I think that adjective word order is really weird. I've forgotten to buy the ingredients. I'll never get them in time now. He'll sack me. What will I do? I have 4 children and a goat to look after. Can we find the cook's house? Would you help me, please? Yes, I will start the cook's assistant quest. Yes, I'll help you. Oh. Quest helper on Runelight automatically opened up and grayed my screen out. So I'm not going to have quest helper on. I'm going to turn that off right now. Oh, interesting that that's showing stuff on the screen. Okay, quest helper, quest helper. Where's Q in the alphabet? Oh, thank you, thank you. I need milk, an egg, and flour. I'd be very grateful if you can get them for me. So where do I find these ingredients then? Okay, so you can ask about any of these. That was going to be my first question. Does the game help you? Does it hold your hand in finding certain places or things? Now, there are certain quests that are so easy and that people have done so many times that I'm not going to be able to pretend that I'm a new player and that I don't know where these things are. Cook's Assistant is one of them. We all know where the egg is, the flour, the milk. And so I'm just going to go get these things. I already conveniently have a bucket and a pot in my inventory from when I first logged in. So let's just get this quest done and move on to more interesting things. Okay, so at one point in RS3, oh, okay, well, we're punching a chicken. At one point in RS3, they changed the egg over here to like a giant egg. And so you specifically needed a special kind of egg to complete the quest. And I think that might have been true about the other items as well. I don't actually know, though. I do specifically remember the giant egg. There's a cow right here that I can milk. You used to be able to milk any cow at all, but then they made specific dairy cows. So we need to go to that one. There's a right-click milk option. There's also an interesting right-click steal cowbell option, which is so weird that that's like an option that every new player sees. Steal cowbell, which you don't steal a lot of cowbells in the game. It's an action that you do very specifically one time for a penguin quest, which that isn't even a big series. They should continue that series, but it's currently not a big series, and it never has been. And yet, every dairy cow in the whole game has a steal cowbell option on it, on the right-click menu. It blows my mind. Why is that the case? Like, it could have been like a left-click option, and then there's a menu. I don't know why there has to be... Does it pique the curiosity of new players? Maybe. Steal cowbell? Wow. I didn't try it there. I should have seen what it said if I tried it. Because I think if you try it, it says, like, you can't do this right now because you didn't start a quest. I forgot I need to go pick some wheat first. So there's a couple of goblins standing here on this path. It seems like... Oh, wow. I never realized how many goblins there really were. There's like 8 in this path right in front of the mill. It's kind of cool. It'd be interesting to me if these guys were like actually aggressive, but they're just kind of peaceful goblins. If you're a resident of Lumbridge, apparently you just live alongside a bunch of goblins who are just roaming around. There's so many of them. And I forgot, like, there's a massive crowd of goblins right across the bridge from the castle. Are they defending themselves from goblins? The above ground goblins seem like too stupid to like launch an attack or anything. They're warlike, but what's their relationship with Lumbridge? There's so many of them. Okay, use the grain on the hopper. This always confused me as a kid. I believe you just pump these hopper controls once and then you go all the way down and then you get flour. Cook's assistant quest? Correct. That's what we're working on right now. Oh. Did my character automatically walk over there or did I click on that? I might have clicked on that. Alright. I've got all 3 ingredients that the cook needs. He doesn't need any sugar or anything to make his cake taste good. Maybe he already has it. Okay, that's a reasonable thought to have. Maybe he already has some ingredients. But I'm going to use my teleport back to Lumbridge shortcut to get there faster. Certain key moments, I think I'm going to pause the background music. All right, cook, I've got your stuff. Here's a bucket of milk. Here's a pot of flour. Here's an egg. Okay. You've brought me everything I need. I am saved. Thank you. So do I get to go to the Duke's party? I'm afraid not. Only the big cheeses get to dine with the Duke. Well, maybe one...
Okay.
Come
okay.
on, Michael.
Thanks for subscribing, man. Alright.
Hype train.
I appreciate it, and thank you. Well, maybe one day I'll be important enough to sit on the Duke's table. Is that the correct prepositional phrase? Because when I picture that, being important enough to sit on the Duke's table, that's like really important, and just bad manners. That's just rude, now that I think about it. How about at the Duke's table? Maybe, but I won't be holding my breath. 300 cooking experience. We've just done our first quest, and we've found our first bit of lore. It's literally the Duke's birthday, the day that you log into RuneScape. It is the Duke's birthday. Okay, that gives me 4 cooking. And let's go find another quest to do. The Duke's food sits on the table. Maybe you want to be food. I did not know it was going to interrupt the video. Sorry. Well, it's okay. It was, I mean, a very especially key moment, but it's okay. What's the next quest? In my mind, it's Restless Ghost, because it's right here. It's so close. So let's do Restless Ghost. Because, I mean, like, let's say that there's a new player. They're playing the game. They just did Cook's Assistant because they were attracted to the idea of, like, oh, wow, a castle. I'll go in there. Hey, a quest symbol. I'll do that. So now as they're leaving the castle, boom, there's another quest symbol right here in the church for Restless Ghost. Let's start Restless Ghost. Maybe there's some lore that I haven't read in this one before. Talk to Father Eric is how I'm going to pronounce that. Eric. Welcome to the Church of Holy Saradomin. Okay, the gods in RuneScape are one of the things that I'm extremely, extremely interested in learning more lore about. So we now know that Mistlin, Lumbridge in particular, has a Church of Saradomin in it. You can tell by the yellow stars in the window. I guess this is Saradomin imagery. This one is especially. This one down here is. But he's got stained glass windows that include red, white, and blue, and yellow. This sounds like a fun goal. Quests are well done for the most part. I agree. I totally agree. And I've done Jagex a disservice in my youth by never reading a single word. So I'm here to learn more about the quests and the story of Gielenar. Okay, Father Eric, what are you saying? Welcome to the Church of Holy Saradomin. Who's Saradomin? Nice place you've got here. I'm looking for a quest. I'm going to learn more about Saradomin. Who is Saradomin? Surely you've heard of the god Saradomin. He who creates the forces of goodness and purity in this world, I cannot believe your ignorance. Okay, so here's the first words about Saradomin that we hear in the game. He who creates forces of goodness and purity in this world. Now, I know things about gods in RuneScape, and it's been my opinion, after I thought I got woke, that Saradomin's not necessarily a good guy. He's got imagery of a good guy. He's blue. He's against Zamorak, who's got demons on his side. He's evil. But I'm pretty sure Saradomin is just as self-centered and mean as Zamorak. And Guthix is actually the good guy in my mind. But so far the game has presented us with he who creates the forces of goodness. Look at his robes, by the way. Blue Star. These are really cool robes. I am suddenly obsessed with Father Eric's robes. I want these as items. I don't think that these are available at all. I cannot believe your ignorance. This is the god with more followers than any other, at least in this part of the world. Oh. More followers. I didn't realize that the RuneScape gods were concerned about follower count as much as I am, so I'm trying to get more followers than Saradomin, so please follow me on Twitter. We gotta check our notifications, though. I posted 2 separate tweets about insanity today. Someone told me that this was the actual definition of insanity. Insane! What a tweet. What a tweet. Look, the definition of insanity, because people always say that the definition of insanity is repeating the same action but expecting a different result. Psh, come on. Oh, I forgot to look up Saradomin's follower count. Let's see if there's a Saradomin Twitter account. And if there's not, I need to make one. Okay, comparing my follower count with Saradomin. People, Godly Saradomin, Brett the God, a fat 9-year-old with a dream. Saradomin 123. Saradomin Halo. If this is the guy with the most followers in the land, yikes, Saradomin. I'm not impressed, Sarah. Okay, this is the god with more followers than any other, at least in this part of the world. Oh, okay, so maybe Zamorak's killing it on Twitter. He who created this world along with his brothers Guthix and Zamorak? Okay, that's not true. But according to Father Eric, according to the citizens of Lumbridge, they believe that Saradomin, Guthix, and Zamorak created this world. I guess they did in a way, right? They shaped it. Okay, oh, that Saradomin, oh, sorry, I'm not from this world. We'll be not from this world. Maybe he'll tell us more. Oh, sorry, I'm not from this world. ... Father Eric is freaking out. At Saradomin has 15 followers. Oh, you found actual at Saradomin. That's awesome. That's a great Twitter handle. That's strange. So Father Eric thinks I'm freaky, which is just good British humor. Like, how would this person react if someone said that they're not from this world? I thought things not from this world were all, slime and tentacles. What does that mean? Jagex, what are you saying here? I don't know what Father Eric is getting at. You don't understand. This is an online game. I am. Do you like my disguise? Oh, so, okay. This is really silly. I'm going to say that I'm slime and tentacles right now. Do you like my disguise? Arg! Avant, foul creatures from another dimension. Avant! I've never actually heard this word. Be gone in the name of Saradomin. This might be the end of this conversation. Okay, I was only joking. Okay, so that was the end of that conversation. We're not going to look at every single branch here. I actually did learn some things about what Father Eric thinks of Saradomin. I'm very intrigued. But I guess I'll say nice place you've got here. It is, isn't it? It was built over 230 years ago. Okay. I don't remember. I believe that we are in the 5th age in old school RuneScape. We're in the 5th age. RuneScape 3 is entering into the 6th age. So this church was apparently built. Is an age 100 years or 1,000 years, or is it a random amount of years? I think it might be a random amount of years. But if this is 230 years ago, this might have been like built in the 4th age or something. I don't know. It is, isn't it? It was built over 230 years ago. Oh, okay, that's the end of that branch. Okay, I'm looking for a quest. That's lucky. I need someone to do a quest for me. Start the Restless Ghost quest. Yes. Okay, let me help then. Thank you. The problem is, there's a ghost in the church graveyard. I would like you to get rid of it. If you need any help, my friend Father Ernie is an expert on ghosts. I believe he is currently living as a hermit in Lumbridge Swamp. He has a little shack in the far west of the swamps. Exit the graveyard through the south gate to reach the swamp. I'm sure if you told him that I sent you, he'd be willing to help. My name is Father Eric, by the way. Pleased to meet you. Likewise. Take care traveling through the swamps. I've heard they can be quite dangerous. I will, thanks. All right, so here's what I love about this series and not using a guide. I'm not starting this quest with any of the items that I know I'll need in this quest or any of them in the future. I'm just going to react to what the characters tell me and do things in order. So Father Eric just told me to go see Ernie. Father Ernie? Was it Father Ernie? To go deal with this ghost problem. He lives in the far west of the dangerous swamp. He told me to go to the graveyard and exit south and then go to the far west. So we're going to do that. First, I might stop into this house because, I know the ghost is here. But what happens if we try to interact with the ghost now? Open coffin. A ghost comes out. Boom. Talk to the restless ghost. Look at that. Hello, ghost. How are you? Woo, woo, woo. Okay, sorry I don't speak ghost. Oh, that's interesting. Any hints where I can find some treasure? I'm going to ask him that. And he just says a bunch of woos. Thank you. This has been very helpful. Woo. All right. How about I search the coffin right now? You find some human remains. All right. Oh, spooky, says the examine text. Their last tweet is from 2013, and it's them celebrating that 2007 RuneScape is back. Oh, man. 15 followers, though. You should probably follow them. They might be dropping some fire pretty soon. Glad he forgave you for that joke so fast. He did. They tend to forget pretty quickly. Okay, so the dangerous swamp has non-aggressive level 10 big frogs, level 10 giant rats. I actually thought that they might be aggressive, but it doesn't seem like that's the case so far. I've got these tiles marked because they have got swamp tar on them. Is this swamp actually dangerous? It is if I were foolhardy enough to attack these things on my own, but none of them are aggressive. I haven't found a single thing that is aggressive yet. Level 13 big frogs. Only dangerous on mobile. That's funny. Okay, so I went to the far west of the swamp, and I found a shack, and there's a man living here as a hermit. And I remember parts of this quest, so I would have gotten here without a guide. I did get here without a guide, but I'm not confused yet, right? So let's open the door. Oh, I thought I had to knock at this door. All right, so we're going to talk to Father Ernie. Go away, I'm meditating. Wait, do we use voice acting in this series? Go away, I'm meditating. Well, that's friendly. Father Eric sent me to talk to you. I've come to repossess your house. Okay, let's see what he says on that one. Under what grounds? Repeated failure on mortgage repayments. I don't know, I just wanted this house. Let's do the mortgage repayments. I'm into that. What? But I don't have a mortgage. I built this house myself. Sorry, I must have gotten the wrong address. All the houses look the same around here. What houses? What are you talking about? Okay, I like this. Never mind. Okay, end of conversation? Yes. End of conversation. I feel like this swamp didn't exist when I played. At least it didn't look so swampy. Yeah, I remember the 2006 Halloween event. I think it was 2006. But you went into the swamp and you talked to, perhaps it was a zombie, but I remember the reward was the zombie head. I think that you were playing when the zombie head came out. And in my mind, during that event, the swamp kind of looked like this. But yeah, I don't know. Blue hair, bold choice. Blue hair is thematic with the quest logo and the quest cape. I think that this is quest cape attire. Okay, Father Eric, go away, I'm meditating. I think that I, in this situation, would say, Father Eric sent me to talk to you. I suppose I'd better talk to you then. What problems has he gotten himself into this time? He's got a ghost haunting his graveyard. You mean he gets himself into lots of problems? I'm actually interested in that, so let's check this out. Yeah, for example, when we were trainee priests. Aren't trainee priests like monks or something? He kept on getting stuck up bell ropes. Okay, this is actually so good. So Father Eric is a klutz. He gets stuck up rope bells, which is insane. Like, let go of the rope when it's going up, dude. Anyway, I don't have time for chit-chat. What is his problem this time? He's got a ghost haunting his graveyard. Oh, the silly fool. I leave town for just 5 months, and already he can't manage. Sigh. Well, I can't go back and exercise it. I vowed not to leave this place until I had done a full 2 years of prayer and meditation. Now, this is weird. I think that this is a typo, because, like, why would you put a period here? Leave this place until I had done. It makes sense, like, conversationally if you put a pause there, but that's grammatically weird. What's up, Onder? Tell you what I can do, though. Take this amulet. Father Ernie hands you an amulet. This is an amulet of ghost speak. So called, because when you wear it, you can speak to ghosts. A lot of ghosts are doomed to be ghosts because they have left some important task uncompleted. Maybe if you know what this task is, you can get rid of the ghost. I'm not making any guarantees, mind you, but it is the best I can do right now. Thank you. I'll give it a try. All right, so we got an amulet of ghost speak. I am going to get a bunch of them just because I play this game and I know that you can do this. You drop the ghost speak amulet on the ground, and it's handy to do this in case you ever... Why isn't he giving me another one? Oh, I equipped that last one. Oh, that's because I don't have shift drop turned on. Okay, so I'm going to get like 5 of these. It's handy to do this in case you ever lose one. You don't have to come all the way back to Father Ernie. You can just go to your bank, and that's good. All right, so now I'm going to turn on shift-click drop because every time you start a new account, all of the settings are reset, so you need to do the things that you normally play with. Where is shift-click? Move follower options lower down. Interesting. I think we're good now. Okay, let's take all the ghost speak amulets again. We skill later. What's up, Asa? Okay, I thought I had 5. Maybe 1 despawned. Whatever. Okay, so now in our quest, we've received this ghost speak amulet. I think that there was one thing that I said that I was going to key off of. Oh, okay. So far, what we've pieced together in the timeline is this. The day that you log into RuneScape, it is the Duke's birthday. It's interesting because old school RuneScape and RuneScape 2 are kind of a land frozen in time. So it's always the Duke's birthday, which I believe it... Aggressive giant rat, level 6. They are aggressive. It is dangerous. It's the Duke's birthday. I believe that is the setting of Recipe for Disaster, because that might be the very meal that is the Duke's birthday. Is it? Is that the Duke's birthday that day on Recipe for Disaster? Because no one does that. No one gets all the way there in one day. So it's a land frozen in time. Meanwhile, 5 months prior to the player logging into RuneScape, Father Ernie, who apparently also ran this church, moved to a shack that he built either in those 5 months or previously to go live here and meditate. It's really important that he stays here. It's so important that he won't walk a few hundred meters back to this graveyard to help exorcise a ghost. It's so important that he meditates instead. So, here I am, wearing the amulet of Ghost Speak, and I'm going to talk to this ghost, see what he wants. See what happened. Father Ernie clued me into ghosts generally have an uncompleted task. Hello, ghost. How are you? Not very good, actually. What's the problem, then? Did you just understand what I said? You've got a cool hat, dude. I like this guy. He kind of makes me think he might be a farmer or just like a young traveler. He died for something. Yep. Now tell me what the problem is. No, you sound like you're speaking nonsense to me. Wow, this amulet works. I think I'd say that. Wow, the amulet works. Oh, it's your amulet that's doing it. I did wonder. I don't suppose you can help me. I don't like being a ghost. Yes, okay. Do you know why you're a ghost? My character capitalized the word why, but in the dialogue, it was lowercase. Okay. Nope. I just know I can't do much of anything like this. The ghost despawned in front of me in the game, but I can still talk to him. I've been told a certain task may need to be completed so you can rest in peace. I should think it is probably because a warlock has come along and stolen my skull. If you look inside my coffin there...
Okay.
Mark.
Okay.
Oh, Mark.
Thanks for subscribing, man. All right.
Mark
Everybody.
just subbed.
Everybody, Marky J is a very talented editor. And I appreciate your Prime, dude. And everyone should follow Marky J on Twitter, but there's some other numbers in his name. You made me realize that I should tweet that I'm live. MarkyJ777 on Twitter. No, I'm not going to shout everyone's Twitters out that subs. Okay, I made a thumbnail. It's going to be perfect for this tweet. There it is. Okay.
Oh!
In RuneScape, the ages are signified by certain events, I think. The 5th age begun when runestones were discovered. I love that. That's really cool. When runestones were discovered. That makes a lot of sense because of rune mysteries and everyone being kind of confused by magic. All right, done. Marky J reminded me of that. Okay, so we just heard about this warlock. I think I'm going to pause this music because I try to remember to do that. If you look inside my coffin there, you'll find my corpse without a head on it. Pretty casual way to talk about that. Do you know where this warlock might be now? I think it was one of the warlocks who lives in the big tower by the sea southwest from here. Okay, I will try and get the skull back for you. Then you can rest in peace. Oh, thank you. That would be such a great relief. It's so dull being a ghost. Okay, so the ghost's biggest problem is that he's bored because he can't interact with the world. Now I'm going to go southeast from here to go to the wizard's tower to get this guy's skull back. Does the game ever use the word warlock ever again? I like that question. I like that question a lot. Because I don't know. It's definitely the wizard's tower. And what is a warlock other than a male witch? And what is a witch other than someone who uses magic and is a female? I don't know. What's the difference between a wizard and a warlock? Is this your first quest? No, we did Cook's Assistant as well. And there wasn't much to dive into. But so far in Restless Ghost, we learned about Saradomin, the citizens of Lumbridge's opinions on Saradomin. Father Eric is a goofball. Father Ernie moved to the shack 5 months prior to the player logging into the game. And we have reached this magnificent bridge that leads to the Wizard's Tower. I already knew where this thing was, otherwise I would have struggled to find it. But that's how this series is going to be. I have a Questscape. Well, I had a Questscape on my main account. But we're just going to kind of pretend that we're new-ish. When we get into the more advanced quests, it's just going to be like normal, because I don't remember any of these things. Okay, so we've got a guy named Cedrador. We would look all over this tower. I just happen to know that the skull is in the basement, though. D&D specifies the differences between warlocks and witches. A little convoluted. Super Scotia. Welcome back, by the way. If you can say anything that you want to me, and I will read it. What is it? What are the differences? You can be long-winded or short-winded. I don't care. The bridge was so much longer as a kid. I agree. The bridge is very, very short in my old age. Okay, so there's a full skeleton here. He's got a sword in his hand, which is really awesome. I like the foreshadowing here. But here is the skull. Now, interestingly, there is a banner to Saradomin right behind this altar. Decorative. Okay. On this banner is what I believe to be Lumbridge Castle, even though I don't think it quite looks like that. Like, it's like some combination of the actual main castle plus the wall in front of it, but you can still see the... No, that is Lumbridge Castle. It's the RuneScape logo, just a couple of crossed swords, and then Saradomin colors, the stars. So, this seems to be a citizen of Lumbridge. It was a citizen of Lumbridge because they were buried in the graveyard, and someone took a citizen of Lumbridge's skulls and brought it here and put it on an altar that is some supporter of Saradomin. Did they go through with the skeleton nerf? I don't remember anything about the drama, but we'll find out if this has a nerf. It's like level 13 or something, isn't it? Okay, so I know that when we try to take this skull, when we search the altar, this skeleton comes back to life. So, boom, take it. He stands up. He's level 13. He doesn't seem to be nerfed at all. I know that I can just run away, though. I don't have to kill it. And he's actually immediately not aggressive. So I ran a few steps away, and we're safe from the skeleton. One thing that's interesting about that skeleton is that he's kind of yellowy. I think normal skeletons are a little bit more white. Right? Are they a different color? He's a different color than normal. Warlocks. What's the difference between a warlock and a wizard? Warlocks have patrons that give the warlocks their magical powers. Witches either learn their magic through studies or are naturally gifted. Oh, okay, so it's not a gender thing at all? Patrons. So I think any class of magic user might have their own reasons to steal a skull. What is this room? You go into this room, there's some gated bars, there's a couple of tables, and like in an awkward position, like awkwardly close to this altar, the table's like right there. If you're trying to like pray at this altar or something, you're like butting into this table. It's weird. There's an entire skeleton leaning on the wall. He's not there right now. I'm weirded out by your design choices, guys. There's an entire bed right here. This is weird. Now, I said that we were going to see that painting of the king at the beginning of this journey. Again, here he is. And this is examined. It's going to say, "All hail the king." Oh, it's a different examine text. A painting of the king looking royal. It's the same picture. Different examine text from the one in Lumbridge Castle. Made in the days before artists worked on the game. And wizards are expert sprinters. XW, I do not understand your joke at all. What is Guidelines Ironman? Sir, you misread my title. Tell me he misread that. Right? I don't know what my title is, but I think it's not that. So there's a wizard there. Wizard level 9. Skeletons level 13. Weird, hallway. Things are crumbling in the basement. I just realized that this entire wall, I believe that there's a roof above my head, but this entire wall you can see into. So, was there some kind of magic explosion that blew out the wall or something? Okay, Etrigan, I will answer you because it seems like you're being very serious. Okay, so a guideless Ironman is, an Ironman refers to the type of account that I'm playing. It just means that I'm playing an MMO with a lot of people in it. But an Ironman has to play the game alone. I don't get to have help from anybody else. And help usually comes in the form of somebody trading me money or items or something. No one can give me anything. They can't help me at all. Guideless refers to this. Most people play RuneScape with a guide open, when they're doing a quest especially. It just tells you who to talk to, where to go next, what items you're going to need. I've decided to play the game with no guide at all. Even though I've done the quests, I know the stories already, I'm going to try it again with no guides. And I know it's going to be frustrating and a struggle, but I believe that by doing this, it will give me a closer connection to the story and understanding of what this game is all about, the lore in it, and just like a deeper connection with the world. And I'm interested in knowing the stories behind everything, rather than just skimming through everything and, getting the rewards. So I'm playing the game on a brand new account. Basically haven't trained anything yet. Quick rush rat catchers. Yeah. I don't think that Ratcatchers is going to be that bad. Because it's Ocarina of Time sneaking into the castle, but in a game that has worse mechanics than Ocarina of Time. I don't think one needs a guide to do it. And I think it's frustrating because people use guides. And most of the time when you use a guide, everything goes bam, bam, bam. It's really easy. But on Ratcatchers, if you mess up, that's very frustrating because suddenly you're going at a decreased speed to what you're used to in using a guide. No idea how to solve the puzzle? Isn't the puzzle just like avoiding eyesight? Or is there another puzzle that I don't remember? Is this the Ironman with or without bank use? This one has bank use, but it only has 1 life. So if I die, I lose the hardcore status. And then I become a regular Iron Man. But it's got bank use. Okay, so I'm going to pause the music because I think that we're at the end dialogue of this quest now. I just walked all the way from the Wizard's Tower back to here. Totally uneventful. But we're going to open up the coffin. And we're going to use the skull on the skeleton that has... Okay, we get a cutscene for this. Release. Thank you, stranger. He disappears. He floats into the River Lum, which I don't know what that means. I think that that's worth looking into, though. We get a bunch of prayer experience. We get the item that we already had as a reward, all the way up to level 9 prayer. But he floated out to here. This is interesting to me. If you look to where he floated, there is a broken raft, which is a shortcut. So I don't think that has to do with his death. I don't know why he floats into the River Lum. You know? I choose to believe that he was buried normally in this big, important house, honestly. He's the only coffin in here, and someone stole his head. Someone from Wizard's Tower. I don't know the story of what happened here, and I don't know if anyone knows, or if we ever find anything out. But what happened here? Why did this happen? What's the design of this graveyard that there's a coffin in here? Is there a coffin in here? This is probably the house that they use to prepare coffins that then go into the ground. And since they had a restless ghost, they weren't able to bury this coffin. River Lum equals River Styx confirmed. I don't think that's the case. Are you going to do the quest in any specific order? No. The order that we've gone in is we're looking through the eyes of a new player and being like, oh, what's around? What's close to here? What can I learn? And if there just happens to be a quest that like they see on the minimap, they'll do it. So far we've done Cook's Assistant and Restless Ghost. And I think it's been a decent order so far. So there are some other quest symbols in Lumbridge. There's only like 5 or something. 3 are in the castle. One's here in the church, did it. And we've got Sheep Shearer, which I think we'll do Sheep Shearer, I think. And then maybe Rune Mysteries after. Crossing the river is like a thing in Greek mythology. Okay. So you think he crossed the river? Oh, X marks the spot is here too. Good call. Which became an important quest recently. They recently made it the introduction to the whole land of Zaya. Now, I need to look at Zaya really quick because I saw a post on Reddit and I don't know if it happened already or what. Okay, it didn't happen yet. But the new updated Shazen layout. That looks like it's going to be cool. Welcome home. Emily's home from work, everybody. Okay. Yeah, so maybe he crossed the river. Maybe he went into the river. Maybe it looked like he went in the river, but he did cross it because like it just wasn't able to render any further tiles away. but there's an entire cutscene, and it shows his spirit, like, going into the river. Okay, so let's say that the player then travels north, up the path, goes to the first farm that they see, even though they've seen another farm already, actually, the one that has an egg in it. This one has an egg, too. I didn't go to this one, though. And they meet... oh, a goblin. And they meet Fred the farmer, who, in my memory right now, is a little weird. That's what I remember. He's angry. What are you doing on my land? You're not the one who keeps leaving all my gates open and letting out all my sheep, are you? I don't. I didn't even recall that there was a gate for this one. Just a style. Is there a gate for this one? I'm sure there is. Okay, but that's funny. I believe that this is not referring to anything lore-wise, but rather to... it's referring to other players who... it's kind of weird for Jagex to assume that this gate would always be open, because, like, people aren't incentivized to shear sheep, really. Balls of wool aren't really a thing in the economy to really, like, go for. And people only open the gate, or climb over the stile, rather, to do this quest. And letting out all my sheep, are you? I'm looking for a quest. I'm looking for something to kill. I'm lost. Well, I'm looking for a quest, actually. That's what this new player is doing, who just found this quest logo. You're after a quest, you say? Actually, I could do with a bit of help. My sheep are getting mighty woolly. I'd be much obliged if you could shear them. And while you're at it, spin the wool for me too. Yes, that's it. Bring me 20 balls of wool, and I'm sure I could sort out some sort of payment. Of course, that's the small matter of... there's the small matter of the thing. What do you mean, the thing? Well, now, no one has ever seen the thing. That's why we call it the thing, because we don't know what it is. Some say it's a black-hearted shapeshifter, hungering for the souls of hard-working, decent folk like me. Others say it's just a sheep. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't have all day to stand around and gossip. Are you going to shear my sheep or what? Yes. Good. Now, one more thing. Do you actually know how to shear a sheep? You know what? Crap. No, I don't, actually. Well, first things first. You need a pair of shears. I've got some here you can use. Fred gives you a set of sharp shears. There's one on the table also, Fred. You just need to go and use them on the sheep out in my field. Sounds easy. That's what they all say. Some of the sheep don't like it too much. Persistence is key. Once you've collected some wool, you can spin it into balls. Do you know how to spin wool? I don't know how to spin wool. I wish I could say yes. Don't worry, it's quite simple. The nearest spinning wheel can be found on the first floor of Lumbridge Castle. First floor, British, first floor. It's actually on the second floor. To get to the Lumbridge Castle, just follow the road east. The icon denotes a spinning wheel on the world map. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. I believe that dialogue sets me up for success. I know exactly what to do, even if I wasn't an experienced player that already got a Questscape in the past. Nick! I am alive. What's up, man? Does River Lum run north to south or south to north? It runs south to north, and we looked at that earlier. Does the player also not stash their stuff at the bank before this inventory intense quest? Okay. I was going to mention that earlier, that I definitely forgot to do that. Okay, there is a gate here. So we are going to actually walk back to the bank before we shear anything. But The bank's close enough. It's okay. No need to complain. Yeah, but this was a RuneScape Classic quest. Back then, the world was tiny and the gate would have been opened way more often. Great point. Okay, but I believe that the quest dialogue has been updated since RuneScape Classic. I believe that the quest dialogue was updated after the Penguin quest, because did you hear that description of the thing? That thing is referring to two penguins wearing a sheep outfit. Right? I don't think the thing dialogue was in the original quest dialogue. Spoiler alert, maybe the ghost went to the river since it flows toward Mauritania, yeah? And the ghost port city. Let's see. Okay, so that's a good thought. But I believe that the ghost went away and became no longer a ghost in this case, because that was the whole point of the quest. I returned his head so that he would no longer be a restless ghost. So maybe he just went to being a normal ghost and went to the ghost city. But I think that people in the ghost city are also restless. So let's look at the water. It goes south to north. So Etrigan is saying, hey, maybe it goes into the water. Boom. And then flows north. And it's using the water to help its body move. Sure, whatever. River Lum going north. Boom. It ends right here. It doesn't go to Mauritania, actually. Mauritania's right here. It's the next river over. I really like the thought. I think it's a really good one. But it's not connected exactly by water. But hey, maybe it flowed like this far north and then crossed the land over here. Or maybe it's not a ghost anymore. Don't know. All right, time to shear the sheep, but we're going to be watching out for the thing because we're so scared of the thing. It starts in the wilderness and flows to the sea. Leva, if you're right, and I'm willing to entertain that theory, that makes a lot of sense. But here's why I thought it flowed north. Because you're able to come to Lubbridge, chop down a tree, and shape a canoe. Which way does that canoe go? Not against the flow, right? You can't take canoes against the river current. That wouldn't be smart. Canoes go north. You can take them either direction. Can you? Oh. Okay, you can take them either direction. Okay. Then you're right. My entire reasoning from going north to west was that it was because of the canoe thing. If it goes either way, that's crazy. Wow, that would be a lot more work than just walking, I think, to paddle upriver. Okay, so now that you say that, then yeah, obviously, yeah. Apparently this is the start of the river and then it flows south. If there were some elevation clues, actually, that would be really good. If there were any, waterfalls along the way. It starts at the Chinchompa Hunter area. Why? This one? Like this water? And then it goes underground and then starts here or something? Defend this. I think that water generally empties out into larger bodies of water, so that's why I believe you. Oh, because there's a canoe there? How do you take a canoe from there to here? Where's the water? It goes into a cave. Oh! Yeah, I do remember this water, like, disappearing in some weird way. So it goes into a cave, and so then the player's able to go underground and take their canoe all the way here. That's insane. All right, then. That's wild. Okay, so I would totally agree with it going north to south then. And then emptying out into here. If we get the full desert area released, maybe this water connects at some point. And then it would be able to, the ghost would be able to go to Mauritania at that point. Sure. There's a little cave graphic. Did I say underwater? Because I meant to say underground. Oh, man, I attacked a ram. Okay, so one other thing that we learned so far is that the cook has 4 children and a goat. And I don't think he mentioned a wife. And I don't think that there's like any like settlement or house out here that has a goat. There's clearly not one with 4 kids. That'd be kind of weird. And like no dad. So that's what I've another thing that I gathered. But I don't think that the cook's house exists anywhere in the game. What's up, Brody? Boy, fighting this ram is really gonna slow down this quest. I'm gonna tag all the sheep. You can fish trout in Barbarian Village, which are freshwater. If it flowed south to north, it would be saltwater. Great point. I like that point. I think that's a great point. Do I take this? Yes, I do. We want gems on an Ironman. We'll do it. This is the worst minigame of all time. Oh, do they no longer do the camera angle thing? I always click in the middle because I think it generally has the best chance to get you closer to the next generation. The next destination. I said the word generation. You the OG, you better finish the series. I love the concept. Yeah, this isn't going past episode 1. I bet he finishes it, but it takes 8 years. It would take me a long time. Five sapphires, not bad. How does a new player react to shearing sheep and then being teleported away by a troll? I think they'd be very confused. Straight up. I think that if they went into that crazy room that I was just in, they'd be like, how do I get out of here? But to be fair, I didn't read the troll dialogue. So the troll dialogue might be very clear. It might say, oh, wait. You're also able to leave the cave without doing the random event these days. I think you're allowed to just leave. So that's good. That's good. But random events are definitely weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fails. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. It's the penguins! It won't let me untag that one! That's the penguin again. Wait. That one's the penguin. I think you caught Etrigan's reference. I think you did. Why do you have the sheep marked if you're going to keep clicking on the penguin? Because I tried to untag the penguin one, and it won't let me. Oh, man. Oh, the ram, yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I'm going to untag them. That's so annoying. All right. Fred the farmer has instructed me to go to Lumbridge Castle to spin these things of wool into balls of yarn. Balls of wool. And I will do that now. And since I know where the castle is, because I came from the castle, it all makes perfect sense. I know exactly where to go and what to do. We will spin our balls now. But you know what? It's weird. Fred the farmer said it was on the first floor, and I'm looking all around the first floor, and I don't see the wheel, but... Oh, there it is. On the second floor. Strange. Well, Etrigan is a name I don't mind, so out of respect to you, I shall... I hated that message. I didn't like that at all, and I will have you know that I'm very ban happy because I've watched a lot of streamers in the time that I have not been streaming myself. So everyone better be on their best behavior because I will be banning people on site. That's right. If you make me cringe, you're out of here. Like banned from the 7 Deadly Sins ban? I've watched that show. I at least watched the first season. I don't remember. There's a character named Ban. We skill now on ban request video when? Hey, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. We should do that. That'd be fun. I just don't think I have anyone banned. I definitely have some people banned, but they were like literally robots or saying horrible things. Bon! Who is he? I don't know. Let's not talk about anime. I don't remember it. I watched that whole season in one night. Oh, sorry. Okay. We gotta read. The whole point of this series is that we read the dialogue. Okay, Fred the farmer, we're back. We've got the balls of wool. We've got more than 20, so let's see what he gives us. What are you doing on my land? Well, he says that to everyone. Okay, I need to talk to you about shearing these sheep. Fred, I've seen the thing. Those are my only two options. So I did see the thing. You actually saw it? Run for the hills! Lord, please. Weird request. Grab as many chickens as you can. We have to. Fred! Flee! Oh, woe is me. The shapeshifter is coming. We're all... Fred! Doomed. What? It's not a shapeshifter or any other kind of monster. Well, then what is it, boy? kind of weird. Well, it's just two penguins. Penguins disguised as a sheep. Now, penguins capitalized, very strange, Jagex. Have you been out in the sun too long? Definitely not. I have not. I have not been out in the sun too long. Okay, I need to talk to you about shearing these sheep. Oh, how are you doing getting those balls of wool? I have some. Give them here then. There's the last of them. I guess I'd better pay you then. Okay, who's got the snow? Okay, come on. I guess I'd better pay you then. Okay, 150 crafting experience. And 60 coins, not bad. I'm a little bit rich now. I can now craft polished buttons, and it's freezing. I'm getting covered in snow. So let's add leva to the ignore. Report leva for breaking, exploiting a bug. What's the one for bullying? Real life threats, disruptive behavior. There it is. There it is, number 14. Disruptive behavior. Okay, so we just did our third quest. It was easy, it was clear, it was straightforward. We still haven't left Lumbridge at all. So, if we're going to see some more lore, I think that we should do Rune Mysteries, which is our last quest that we can get started on right away, because I believe that we need a little bit more mining levels to start a lost tribe, I think. I don't know. I want to see Mario Maker 2. Do you? Interesting. I haven't played Mario Maker 2 on stream before. I technically have the resources to do it, and I think it'd be a great stream if I did that. So I want to do that sometime. Oh, Monkey Madness? You meant Monkey Madness? We are at the next quest. We are going to be doing Rune Mysteries. I just happen to know which quest starts here, and I need to talk to Sigmund to start it, I think. So, Sigmund. No, it's the Duke, right? No, oh yeah, Sigmund's the evil guy. It's the Duke. All right, let's talk to the Duke. Greetings. Welcome to my castle. So, the owner of the Castle of Lumbridge is named Duke Horatio. It's the Duke. Have you any quests for me? Where can I find money? Let's see what the Duke says about that. This is a newbie NPC who's here to help people. I've heard that the blacksmiths are prosperous amongst the peasantry. Duke. Okay, income inequality, I get it, but wow, dude. Can you just talk like a normal person? I've heard that the blacksmiths are prosperous among us? Amongst us? Are prosperous amongst the peasantry. Maybe you could try your hand at that. Okay, that's the end. Duke Horatio is the first RuneScape YouTuber. Top 3 tips on making money in RuneScape. Try blacksmithing. What if we made guides by NPCs in-game? Top 10 money makers, and the Duke's like, I've heard blacksmithing's very prosperous amongst the peasantry. Have you any quests for me, Duke? Well, it's not really a quest, but I recently discovered this strange talisman. It seems to be mystical, and I have never seen anything like it before. Would you take it to the head wizard at the wizard's tower for me? It's just southwest of here. It should not take you very long at all. I would be awfully grateful. Yes. Sure, no problem. Thank you very much, stranger. I'm sure the head wizard will reward you for such an interesting find. The Duke hands you an air talisman. Boom. There it is. There it is in my inventory. We got it. It's the wizard this time. It's not a warlock. All right. So, actually, YouTube comments told me that this age started... The 5th age begun when runestones were discovered. So the Duke has an item called an air talisman. Maybe one of the peasants brought it to him. He doesn't know what it is, but someone walks into his room and he's like, hey, I don't know what this thing is. Maybe bring it to a wizard. And he just hands it to you. So it's pretty casual. It doesn't... He thinks it's like this big mystical thing, but he still hands it off to some stranger that he's never met before. I will not die from this mugger. My last hardcore Ironman died from this mugger. But this time I'm too smart. I can only hear that Duke's greeting line in Nine Rain's dumb Duke voice now. Nine Rain's got a lot of dumb voices. And I respect him for that. And that is cool. Hey, I'd be here for a Mario Maker 2 stream. I'm sure you would. If I did a Mario Maker 2 stream, I would do something like... I would either copy Grand Pooh Bear's most popular series, the 1000 expert level challenge, but I would literally get to like 2. Or 0. I don't think I've ever gotten to 2 before, but I think that'd be funny. Or I would try to beat Grand Pooh Bear's levels that he's made. I need to bring this to the head wizard, and I know where the head wizard is. Kind of. There's a guy named Rick here, and I don't know who Rick is, so I'm gonna find out who Rick is right now. Hey there. Hello. Who are you? My name is Rick. I'm a wizard student. Look at his little pouch. Fanny pack. I'm a wizard student. I used to study magical farming, but I don't like it anymore. What? Is that lunar magic? Why don't you like it anymore? It's a bit embarrassing, but I got my head swapped with a pumpkin. Luckily, an adventurer came along and helped me get it back in place. That is lucky indeed. Okay, what are you doing here? You're studying magic. I already know that. I'm a student here at the tower. I don't know what I'll do now. Maybe I'll go home to Ardoon. Oh, he lives in Ardy. Or maybe I'll pick up a new magical field to study. What kind of magical fields are we talking about? Not magical farming. Anything but pumpkin fields. Okay, that's cute. That's some good dialogue. We've got Treyborn. He's crazy. We've got Wizard. Classic Wizard. We've got Wizard. Another Wizard. I assume that one's a wizard too. We've got a guy named Wizard Mismog. We've got Greyzag. Who is the head wizard? Is it Treyborn? I thought he was crazy. He's a young Rick Sanchez. I literally was wondering if this was a Rick and Morty reference, but I don't think so. Is it possible for a mere mortal to beat Pooh Bear's levels? I don't know, but I would love to try it, and I think that journey would be fun to have a stream along with me. Weird they have a wizard just for head. Who is that? What did I say that about? What are you talking about? Oh, a head wizard. God. And they gave him his very own bed. All right. Yeah, a Halloween event where you change this guy's name back, his head. Wait. Was it actual Halloween event? Because I have skipped all the events for a long time. All right, I'm going to assume that this is the head wizard, and I'm just going to use the air talisman on Treyborn. Nope, nothing interesting happens. Okay. Hello, young thingamy-what? Thingam-what? In my head, I can say that word perfectly, but it looked different on there. Okay. Teach me, mighty and powerful wizard, what's a thingam-what? I'm never going to try to voice act this again or read this. Oh, what? Where? Those pesky thingam-whats. They get everywhere. They leave a terrible mess, too. Okay, I seriously don't think that this is the head wizard. I don't think that's the head wizard. Oh, he's in the basement. I forgot. Yeah. Okay, so the head wizard apparently lives in the basement for some reason. His name is Cedrador. So, Cedrador, you are in the basement. You have a table that has a bunch of dishes around you. You've got a couple of bookcases, but your room's really dirty, and that's really weird. You've got a statue next to your bed. It's a carving of a figure from the history of Gielinor. Classic. Seems to be a dwarf of some kind. And a bed fit for a king, and another statue of a dwarf on either side. You're a Sarah Doman fan. There's a chicken in your room. So tell me, Cedrador, what's up? Welcome, adventurer, to the world-renowned Wizard's Tower. How may I help you? Nothing, thanks. I'm just looking around. I'm actually looking for the head wizard. Wait, I wanted to know what he's doing down here. This could be good. This could be good. That is indeed a good question. Here in the cellar of the Wizard's Tower, you find the remains of the old Wizard's Tower, destroyed by fire. This is great. Okay, we just got some lore on the Wizard's Tower. The old Wizard's Tower was destroyed by fire. That answers the question that I had earlier about these broken ruins and then the walls and things like that. That's awesome. This is amazing. Maybe the skeleton is a dead wizard, but I feel like they would have picked that up by now. I don't know why there's a skeleton there. I'm assuming that it was destroyed by like a fire spell that one of the wizards was using. Many years passed by the treachery of the Zamorakians. Never mind, it wasn't an accident. It was a war move. So the Zamorakians destroyed the Wizard's Tower. Many mysteries were lost, which we try to find once more. By building this tower on the remains of the old, we sought to show the world of our dedication to learning the mysteries of magic. I am here searching through these fragments for knowledge from the artifacts from our past. Have you found anything useful? That would be telling, adventurer. Anything I have found I cannot speak freely of, for fear the treachery of the past might be repeated. Oh. What do you mean treachery? Well, it's a long story from the past. Many years ago, this Wizard's Tower was a focus of great learning, as we mages studied together to try and learn the secrets behind the rune stones that allow us to use magic. Who makes them? Where do they come from? How many types are there? It's like 14 or something, right? What spells can they produce? What, they're right here, Cedrador. They're right here. All these questions and more are still unknown to us, but were once known to our ancestors. Legends tell us that in the past, the mages who lived here could fashion the runestones almost at will, and as many as they desired. But they cannot anymore? No, unfortunately not. Many years passed. Did they mean to put the word past, P-A-S-S-E-D? Many years passed. No, this means like some time ago. Many years passed. The wizards who follow Zamorak, the god of chaos, burned this tower to the ground, and all who were inside. Yikes. To this day, we do not fully know why they did this terrible act, but all our research, years of research, all of our greatest magical minds were destroyed in one fell swoop. This is why I spend my time searching through these few remains we have left from the glorious old tower. I hope someday to find something that will tell us once more of the mysteries of the runes that we use daily, which dwindle in supply with each use. Oh my gosh, that's scary. Someday I hope we may once more create our own runes, and the Wizard's Tower will once more be a place of glory. Now, Cedrador, not so fast. Be careful what you wish for, all right? You may want to runecraft, but not very many other people are fans. Okay, well, I'll leave you to it. Perhaps I will see you later. Lore, please. How did you know my name? Well, I am the head wizard here. Okay, they make that joke often, I think. Those statues are so weird. Imagine 2 life-sized statues flanking your bed. Hey, I could see it. I might do that someday. Why so blue? It should totally be a dialogue option for the wizards in blue robes. I like that. Cedrador still needs to do Desert Treasure, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There are more spells. Says the guy with 99 runecrafting. Pff, wow. I'm just trying to relate to the peasantry, okay? I'm going to check to see what the teleport option does. It just says you need to have completed the Rune Mysteries quest to use this feature. All right, so Cedrador, let's get a little bit further on. I'm seeing more into Cedrador's character. It's interesting. He is now the head wizard. They built an entire tower, like a pretty magnificent tower that's like 3 or 4 floors or something like that. It looks really cool. It's on this secluded island. There's a grand bridge toward it. Zamorak burned the old tower down and killed a bunch of wizards. Assumedly, the old authority of the wizards. Cedrador is a somewhat young wizard. He's got brown hair. He's got this brown beard. It's not white. He's not old. He's a young man. He's the head wizard. He's taken it upon himself to learn things that he hadn't learned before. The Zamorakians were careful to kill all the people that were in the tower. Cedrador was somewhere else. He wasn't in the tower when it was burned. And so he knew how important it was that they were able to produce runes in the past. And now he's searching for things that will lead him to figuring this out. Meanwhile, someone found an air talisman, gave it to the Duke, who gave it to some stranger, me, and I brought this air talisman back to Cedrador. Let's continue the story. I'm looking for the head wizard. Oh, you are you? Just why would you be doing that? The Duke of Lumbridge sent me to find him. I have this weird talisman he found. He said the head wizard would be very interested in it. Did he now? Well, that is interesting. Hand it over then, adventurer. Let me see what all the hubbub about is. Just some amulet, I'd wager. So, the head wizard has a low opinion of the Duke. He thinks the Duke's, not very smart when it comes to identifying things that are important. Okay, here you are. You hand the talisman to the wizard. Wow, this is incredible. He knows it immediately. This talisman you brought me, it's the last piece of the puzzle, I think. Finally! The legacy of our ancestors, it will return to us once more. I need time to study this. Lore, please. Can you please do me this task while I study this talisman you have brought me? In the mighty town of Varrock, which is located northeast of here, there is a certain shop that sells magical runes. I have in this package all of the research I have done relating to the runestones, and require somebody to take them to this shopkeeper so that he may share my research and offer me his insights. Do this thing for me and bring back what he gives you. And if my suspicions are correct, I will let you into the knowledge of one of the greatest secrets this world has ever known. A secret so powerful that it has destroyed the original Wizard's Tower all of those centuries ago. I think I clicked my tongue at some weird point. Original Wizard's Tower all of those centuries ago. My research combined with this mysterious talisman, I cannot believe the answer to the mysteries is so close now. Do this thing for me, Lore, please. Be rewarded in a way you can never imagine. Okay, he can't promise that at this point. Yes, certainly. Take this package and head directly north from here, through Draenor Village until you reach the Barbarian Village. Then head east from there until you reach Varrock. Okay, good instructions, honestly. Once in Varrock, take this package to the owner of the rune shop. His name is Aubrey. You may find it helpful to ask one of the Varrock citizens for directions. Whoa! We are going to ask Varrock citizens for directions. Is he referring to other players or NPCs here? As Varrock can be a confusing place for the first-time visitor, he will give you a special item. Bring it back to me, and I will show you the mystery of the runes. The head wizard gives you a package. Best of luck in your quest, lore, please. Purple package. Quick, get 99 rune crafting before the next quest. Yeah, we're not locked in on that. If you don't want to relate to the peasantry, then shouldn't you be training smithing? Sorry, if you do want to. Yeah, you guys are all blacksmithing. All right, so some assumptions were made. Cedrador, again, met me for the first time in his entire life. He trusts me with all of the research that he's been doing. Now, keep in mind that this research isn't backed up by the cloud. He doesn't have multiple manuscripts. He's written this manuscript. He's wrapped it up in a little gift package for me to bring to Aubrey. Aubrey, he knows, is going to give me a unique item. Why does he know this? Why does he know this? Anyway, I've been instructed to go north, Barbarian Village, east at the bridge, and then talk to citizens to help me find Aubrey. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that exact thing. So most players, most UIMs will leave this quest unfinished so that they can just pile up thousands of air talismans. Is that correct? Do they then have to do it before actually, like, training their method? So if we were to go directly north, I hooked west already, so I should have gone directly north. We would run into the Draenor Manor, so we'll hook east, and I believe... Okay, so there's a couple of dangers that we've been presented with. Highwayman. If we went north into Draenor Manor, we'd run into one tree that tries to kill us. If we hook east, we'll run into another tree that tries to kill us. So Rune Mysteries is this perilous journey. I don't think you need the quest to make tiaras. I agree. I think you're right about that. So even though these NPCs talk about how important this is, UIMs disregard that, and they're like, just give me more talismans, okay? Having not streamed very often, my voice is already very weak. Okay, so I've made it to Barbarian Village. I'm now turning east to go towards Varrock. But I'm gonna have trouble finding Aubrey. I'm very surprised that he told me to talk to the citizens. Are citizens people? Are citizens players? If I find a player, I'm gonna ask them where Aubrey is and see what happens. Is this a one-off or a series? This quest or me? Because my intention is a series. The reality is it's a one-off. All right, so we've got guards. I can't talk to them, so those are the citizens. We got bankers. Clearly they live in Varrock, right? So here we made it to Varrock. It's a confusing city. Will the banker tell me? What is this place? This is a branch of the Bank of Gielinor. We have branches in many towns. Okay. You're not going to tell me anything about Varrock specifically? At least you're honest. We've got a master smithing tutor. Will you tell me where Aubrey is? Are you interested in hearing about the art of smithing? Pfft. Bro, I'm not a peasant. So no, I'm not. Not at all. Be interesting if you were able to take these tools off the wall, just like in a player-owned house. Citizens of Varrock. I need help. Help me. I typed the other one too fast. I hate it when it eats your entire message when you type too fast. Okay, so let's see if Zaf, clearly a citizen of Varrock, can help me find Aubrey. Nope. Nope. No one could have typed that fast, but a bot. It happens all the time. Citizens of Varrock. And then I typed help me. Wait, what happened there? It ate my first message. Citizens of Varrock. Help me. Okay, got them both that time. Try a man or a woman. Good call. Okay, so we're gonna find a man or a woman. This is a shop owner. Where are there men and women in Varrock? Because I think that we'd have to like go to where Aubrey is to find a man or a woman. Maybe South Varrock has a man or a woman. This is a cleaner and you can't talk to him. So we found Aubrey naturally, but we're still going to try to see if any citizen will help us find him. Okay, talk to man. There he is. Hello, how's it going? How can I help you? I'm in search of a quest. You can ask men for quests. Do you want to trade a quest, search of enemies to kill? I'm in search of a quest. I'm sorry, I can't help you there. Oh. They've got different things. How's it going? Not too bad, but I'm a little worried about the increase of goblins these days. Don't worry, I'll kill them. Hello, how's it going? Not too bad, thanks. Okay, I never knew this about men. I'm in search of a quest. Sorry, I can't help you there. How's it going? How can I help you? Do you wish to trade? No, I have nothing I wish to get rid of. If you want to do some trading, there are plenty of shops and market stalls around, though. All right, tramp, will you help me? Got any spare change, mate? Yeah, I can spare some money, I guess. Thanks, mate. All right, so you're just taking my money? I think that citizens refers to other players, other helpful players. You discovered that same thing? That's insane. So I'm just going to say I found Aubrey, because I did. You know, I walked here, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what... That dialogue is just very strange. Ask citizens to help you. So Aubrey is a kook. You come into his shop. He's got that dirt floor. He's got a ratty, tatty old carpet. He's got pages all over the floor. He's got... Is this supposed to be a normal chair or a totally crooked chair? He's got some spices on the wall. I know from my journeys that these are definitely spice containers. Books, of course. More spices. The exact same shelf model here and here. No. Yes. 2 green things in a bowl. A magic orb. I believe this would probably be the same model as is in the gypsy's tent over there. A couple of pages on that shelf. And a crappy table. And a chest that you can't open. All right, Aubrey. What's up? Do you want to buy some runes? Aubrey says. Aubrey's just like hoping that someone will give him some money. Okay. Oh, it's a rune shop. No thank you then. I've been sent here with a package for you. I have been sent here with a package for you. It's from the head wizard at the Wizard's Tower. Really? But surely he can't have... Please, let me have it. It must be extremely important for him to have sent a stranger. What? Is that just... what does that mean? You hand Aubrey the research package. This is incredible. Please give me a few moments to quickly look over this and then talk to me again. My gratitude to you, adventurer, for bringing me these research notes. I noticed that you brought me the head wizard... that you brought the head wizard a special talisman that was the key to our finally unlocking the puzzle. Combined with the information I had already collated regarding the rune essence, I think we have finally unlocked the power to... No! I'm getting ahead of myself. Please take this summary of my research back to the head wizard at the Wizard's Tower. I trust his judgment on whether to let you in on our little secret or not. Aubrey gives you his research notes. Okay, well, Aubrey, what are you doing here? Oh, it's written in some kind of code. Okay, I was going to say, why would you hand research to someone who you're like not letting in on your little secret, as you phrased it? I can use Lumbridge teleport again here. Can the mugger reach me? No. But it turns out that it's written in code, so they've got that covered. Meanwhile, if I just happen to be a player who is offended that they're not immediately letting me in on their secret, I might just tear up this note and just throw it away. All right, we are teleporting. We are using the ancient magic, which takes no runes at all, which mechanically makes sense, but lore-wise makes no sense. And we are going to make it back to the Wizard's Tower. Oh! We had some YouTube chat. What quest are you doing? I'm assuming that that's from a long time ago, but we're doing Rune Mysteries. I think it's pretty clear. I'm looking forward to moments where we get to quests where I need to do some grinding. A lot of that was you? Oh. Is it? Oh, there you are. Oh, you still have the red party hat. How special. Okay. We're almost back to the wizard. Boom, boom, bam. I've enjoyed this so far. It's been fun to learn these things. Okay, talk to Cedrador. I said to never lose it, even when I lost one bill. I still never thought of selling it. Okay, well, to be fair, that wouldn't quite put a dent in a bill. Welcome, adventurer, to the world renowned with... Okay, I already know you, dude. Ah, lore, please. How goes your quest? Have you delivered the research notes to my friend Aubrey yet? Yes, I have. He gave me some research notes to pass on to you. May I have his notes then? Sure, I have them here. Well then, before you hand them over to me, as you have been nothing but truthful with me to this point, and I admire that in an adventurer, I will let you into the secret of our research. Okay, we're about to get some major lore right here, right now. Now, I've got an idea, honestly, and I think I might do this for the rest of the series. So, 1 second while I set this up. Since we are very text-focused in this series, I think I'm going to blow up the text when we're focused on it. All right. Now, as you may or may not know, many centuries ago, the wizards at this tower learnt the secret of creating runestones, which allowed us to cast magic very easily. When this tower was burnt down, the secret of creating runes was lost to us for all time. Except it wasn't. Okay, covered it. Some months ago, while searching these runes, your information... Okay, sorry, I'm going to start that over. Some months ago, while searching these runes for information from old days, I came upon a scroll, almost destroyed, that detailed a magical rock deep in the ice fields of the north, closed off from access by anything other than magical means. Wow. This rock was called the Rune Essence by the magicians who studied its powers. Apparently, by simply breaking a chunk from it, a rune stone could be fashioned very quickly and easily at certain elemental altars that were scattered across the land back then. Now, this is an interesting little piece of history, but not much use to us as modern wizards without access to the Rune Essence or these elemental altars. This is where you and Aubrey come into the story. A few weeks back, Aubrey discovered in a standard delivery of runes to his store a parchment detailing a teleportation spell that he had never come across before. To his shock, when cast, it took him to a strange rock he had never encountered before. Yet that felt strangely familiar. As I'm sure you have now guessed, he had discovered a portal leading to the mythical Rune Essence. As soon as he told me of this spell, I saw the importance of his find. For if we could but find the elemental altars spoken of in the ancient texts, we would once more be able to create runes as our ancestors had done. It would be this savior of the wizard's art. It would be the savior of the wizard's art. I'm still not sure how I fit into this little story of yours. You haven't guessed? This talisman you brought me. It is the key of the elemental altar of air. When you hold it next, it will direct you towards the entrance of the long-forgotten air altar. By bringing pieces of the Rune Essence to the air temple, you will be able to fashion your own air runes. And this is not all. By finding other talismans similar to this one, you will eventually be able to craft every rune that is available on this world. Just as our ancestors did. I cannot stress enough what a find this is. Now, due to the risks involved of letting this mighty power fall into the wrong hands, I will keep the teleport skill to the Rune Essence a guarded secret, shared only by myself and those magic users around the world whom I trust enough to keep it. This means that if any evil power should discover the talismans required to enter the elemental temples, we will be able to prevent their access to the Rune Essence and prevent tragedy befalling this world. I know not where the temples are located, nor do I know where the talismans have been scattered to in this land. But I now return your air talisman to you. Find the air temple, and you will be able to charge your rune essences. I'm anticipating the videos are going to have this dialogue in it, so if I like stumble over the words, I'm going to start over. Find the air temple, and you will be able to charge your rune essences to become air runes at will. Anytime you wish to visit the rune essence, speak to me or Aubrey, and we will open a portal to that mystical place for you to visit. So only you and Aubrey know the teleport spell to the rune essence? No, there are others, whom I will tell of your authorization to visit that place. When you speak to them, they will know you and grant you access to the place when asked. Use the air talisman to locate the air temple, and use any further talismans you find to locate the other missing elemental temples. Now, my research notes, please. You hand the wizard the research notes. He hands you back the air talisman. Quest complete. We get the quest point, air talisman, and the access to the mines. Boom. Okay. One thing that I learned from this quest, very interestingly to me, is one thing that I never realized about this place right here is that it's actually freezing. This is an ice cavern. I assumed that this white wall was, I guess, also made of rune essence of some kind, but this is an icy place. It's cold. And I never thought that before. I never knew that. The dent in my heart. That's the one it filled. I'm glad I could be of assistance. Okay. Great lore, horrible skill. I have been doing well, man. Thanks. Yeah. So, good lore. I enjoyed that story, honestly. No game music. Yeah, I could go with game music. I haven't. I've chosen not to in the past. Heck, let's do it. I actually have the RuneScape soundtrack downloaded. Now that you mention that, I believe it would be in the spirit of this series to listen to the RuneScape music, because it's another one of those things that I skipped about the game, that I never listened to that. So, good thought. Wow, me neither. Always thought like you. Look at that. Yeah, it's an ice cavern. It's just completely blocked from everywhere else. And I now realize that the rune essence is not in another dimension. I literally thought it was another dimension. It's just a blocked off like rock place. It's totally blocked off. And so people use magic to get there. So I think technically people would physically be able to get there. So that's really intriguing. I feel great about like what we've learned. That's really cool. I like this. I have the music cape, but I never listen to music. Yeah, I don't listen to the RuneScape music, but this seems like a pretty good opportunity to do so. Okay, everybody. Well, I really enjoyed this stream. I have the energy and the power to keep going. But I need to conserve my energy because I've got my real job to do. I've got to go edit some videos and make sure products keep coming out. More specifically, I'm going to be creating a Mario Maker thumbnail right when I get done with this stream. This is me wrapping up this stream right now. I enjoyed it a lot, had a lot of fun, learned a lot of things. I hope you guys were interested by it too. I'm inspired by what we're doing here. So let's schedule the next stream. I might go too hard and stream tomorrow immediately, but I'm going to schedule the next stream for Thursday, 2 days from now. Wait, Thursday? Ooh. I get a COVID shot on that day. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I joined late, but looking forward to next stream. There will be YouTube videos coming out. You know, quick highlights of the things that we learned and the fun that we had on the stream. Are you serious? What a coincidence. That's a crazy coincidence. So, I won't always record YouTube outros on stream, but for this one I will. I don't know how many videos that we just recorded, but we might have done more than one. I absolutely love this series idea, but why discontinue Conch Ironman? It's not necessarily discontinued. I just have a weird mental block when it comes to creating Conch Ironman. That's all. That's all it is. And I'm going to try to create it. I've tried many times, but I don't think it's even worthwhile for me to talk about it if I'm just going to make promises that I can't uphold. So it's not officially discontinued. Thanks, Jacked Pickle. Will it be here on YouTube as well? It will. Yes, it will. All right, cool, everybody. I had a good time, and thank you. And how do we close out this YouTube video? Oh, I was trying to mute the music, and I can't do that without going over here. All right, everybody. I don't know if this is the end of episode 1, but it is the end of day 1 on stream of recording this new Guideless Ironman series. I had a lot of fun recording this series so far, and I'd love to keep going. So things that we've learned today were certain characteristics of some citizens of Lumbridge. I literally didn't know that this Wizard's Tower was a new building built on top of the old Wizard's Tower that got burned by Zamarakians. I actually wasn't expecting the first few quests to already be so exciting for me. And that gives me a lot of hope for the next episodes of this series and when we really get into harder quests where I struggle with just the mechanics of the game or how to beat bosses on an Ironman or what new things that we learn. So I'm personally really excited about this series. I hope you are too. If you want to not miss out on any of the episodes that are coming, make sure you hit the subscribe button. There's another option that you can hit the bell as well, but I understand if you don't want to get notifications on your phone. I don't hit the bell for very many creators, but I'd appreciate it if you'd hit it for me. That said, have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Wow, we're done. All right, Brody. Thanks for being here in chat. Leva, it was great to have you. Billy Gem. Recognition. Pomo. Etrigan was here. Biochromatic XW. Definitely. Boys, it's the end of the stream. Girls, it's the end of the stream. And have a good one, everybody. And we'll see you later. It'll be soon. Bye-bye.